commemoration of the International Human Rights Day, FIDA had come in partnership with the Lawyers Watch to still emphasize, re-echo the need to respect human rights. Everybody that life runs through is a human being. And so, because once our rights are respected, once you know that your right begins where the other person's own stops, you will be mindful of your actions, and society will be a better place for all of us to live in. We will not stop talking about it. We will be saying it until our children will get into the heart of every living human being that nobody is subhuman. Everybody is a human and must be respected. We all have rights and it must be respected. So in Rivers State, it has helped us to deal with gender-based crimes very easily. When the panelists were talking, somebody asked a question as to the ingredients of rape to be established, like the victim must not be given a bath, or he must not be given his bath. What about the victim that a penis was forced into his? It is a crime, and the circumstantial evidence had led to conviction of victims. So when the need arises, victims are represented in court, and judgment, like as I posted on my Facebook wall yesterday and today, I've had 2 judgments based on gender-based violence, and it's disheartening. So VAPP had really helped us, and we hope to record.
Good afternoon. My name is Evelyn Membre Asimia, Director, Office of the Public Defender of Rivers State. I represent the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Justice and Solicitor General of Rivers State. We're here on the invitation of the Lawyers Watch to have a sensitization program on the VAPP Law.
So what have you people done as Ministry of Justice to ensure that this VAPP Law is actually implemented?
Like I mentioned during the meeting, we have set up the Office of the Public Defender is there to ensure the implementation. We have the Directorate of Public Prosecution, that's the DPP department. It's also there. Structures are being put in place to ensure that we have full implementation on the aspects that concern us. And also we have a Rivers State Multi-Stakeholders Action Committee that is being funded by Action Aid that is also pushing for the implementation of the VAPP Law. In that committee, we have representatives of Ministry of Social Welfare, Ministry of Women Affairs, Ministry of Health, Ministry of Justice. We have the religious leaders, we have traditional council members. So it's a committee that will help ensure that the VAPP Law is fully implemented in the state. We are opportune and fortunate the hit with the break. It's beyond that. Like you are psychologically traumatized, it's also violence. So the law has expanded so many aspects of violence, and that law is there for you to protect you. Come to the Office of the Public Defender at the Rivers State Ministry of Justice first floor. Go to Ministry of Social Welfare, go to FIDA. There are many bodies. This Human Rights Lawyers Watch is also there. Many bodies to help you. The services are free of charge, and we can help protect you from all forms of violence. Introduce myself and my what?
Your position.
Okay. I am Dr. Yemisi Taiwo. I'm a lecturer at the University and also a private legal practitioner.
Okay, what is the take home from this panel discussion today for those who seek justice and maybe it eludes them? What's your advice to them?
I'll urge them to continue to seek justice and never give up. The thing about this issue is that if your rights are violated or your right is violated and you refuse to take action, it will occur again and again. As a matter of fact, empirical data has shown that victims of rape and sexual molestation have been victims over and over and over. Now, the beauty of what we just discussed today is that there is help for them. Even for the indigent ones, in other words, those who do not have the means to enforce their rights, there is help for them. You have the Legal Aid Council. They are there. You have the FIDA. Their office is that they just get to the High Court premises in Port Harcourt and ask where is FIDA office. They will direct you there. And then you have the National Human Rights Commission. That is the national body that is saddled with the duty to enforce rights of people, whatever type of rights, whether it's sexual rights or any form of rights. They are saddled with the response. They are being paid salary to enforce Nigerians' rights. So you have a lot of help that you can go to. And like we said earlier, knowledge is power. This law is said to be available. It's even in pidgin English for those who are not educated enough to read the English version. It's in pidgin English. And then if you don't know, ask people that know. Ask people that know. And also I want to challenge our community and our family people. Don't cover some of these things up. Like the uncle that raped the young niece, and the grandmother is trying to cover up. She's probably covering up not just for the girl's image, but also for the uncle. Maybe the uncle is her own son, and so she doesn't want him to go to jail. These things, if you keep covering evil up, it will keep festering, it will be expanding, it will be growing. But when you have wicklow in your finger and you treat it on time, it will heal and not affect the other part of the body. But if you don't treat it, it will not only affect that finger, it will affect the whole arm, and the whole body will be affected. So some of these things need to be nipped in the bud by treating them, giving them the treatment that the law prescribes for them. In fact, sending somebody to jail might even be helping the life and destiny of that person. Because in jail, the person might come in contact with Christ. Somebody might come to, there are many ex-convicts like that have come in contact with God in prison, and they change to be better persons.
Okay, ma'am.